Okie dokie, let's go into some ranked games with a random character and see what we're going to get today. And it looks like we are playing the Ranger. Now we do start off with a Viny Basket, which means we're going to get a lot of healing amplification as well as a bunch of sales in round 1 as well. So basically we want to take as much items on sale like the frying pan, the stone, a little bit of blind, then roll, the wooden sword, and I'm tempted to craft up a little bit of a torch action. It's also health pot as well, meaning we could try to go for magic staff as early as possible. Magic staff? I mean magic torch, but it would forgo our sales. So I'm going to continue to roll, and honestly I might end up going for shell totem type start. We craft it up, we have you as well, which isn't going to be too great for us, but we grab ourselves a piggy bank, we grab this as well, reserve you, but then sell our little pocket center roll once more to see if we can get another sale. Unfortunately we couldn't get one, and I do want to take a stone as well. Kind of madness to reserve one stone, but at the same time I do want to go for a stone golem with some shell totems, which could be kind of nice potentially. But can we take on this ranger who does have a small chance to crit, and our shiny shell does need to pop off, but our opponent does have a shiny shell as well, and unfortunately it's just going to be too much for us. It is what it is. We do get a shell totem, which is going to be nice. Grab a shiny shell with our storage and our stone, and then we roll again, and that is another piggy bank on sale, which I do also want to grab. So let's take the piggy bank, the banana, and I do want to take the regen also. Yeah, so that's exactly what I'm going to take. I'm going to place it in here as well. We get our regen, we put in our stones, we grab you as well. Frying pan should be able to deal some big damage, and it shouldn't be too bad, right? Because with all our nature items, we do have a 42% healing amplification alone. So our shell totem should be able to heal us for quite a bit. It does heal for 8 once we do drop below, but otherwise it does stack up in power, so our frying pan should be able to smash for some big damage. But can we take on this adventure? I mean, they are going to be stacking up a lot of max life. They have inflicted a small bit of poison onto us, but it's not looking too bad for us, right? 4 in power, frying pan is going to be hitting for 5.2 DPS. They still only have 1.6 DPS. And hell yeah, they did stack up a lot of max life, but it wasn't going to be enough for our opponents. Now we could actually go for a slime time type situation. I mean, it is great with this bag as well, because we get lots of healing amplifications. We can get our goober seals for an insane amount as well. We could take seal the deal and try to go for some trades, which honestly I do like seal the deal because it turns our mana into empower, turns our regen into vampirism, and also gives us trades. So I'm going to take seal the deal. I do like this skill quite a bit. Now it does give us Twine badge, which, I mean, we could actually go for a big old's Impractically large Bloodthorne. I'm going to keep it, but I'm not going to place, wait, we do need it in. Never mind. I'm going to grab some storage with a bag of stones as well, and we are going to place it in, but I'm going to roll once. And that is a freaking early mana orb. What a trade as well, right? Frying pan? For an amulet light? Could take this mana orb, we could go for the staff. I'm thinking very strongly about selling our frying pan here so we can actually get this amulet, because that's going to increase your healing efficiency. It's also going to give us a lot of max life. But I'm also thinking about grabbing this extra wooden sword. Do we want to go for a second shell totem? Probably not. We definitely need another what the hell did I just say? We definitely need another weapon. We do want to grab a storage, and we're going to be relying on our little wooden sword to deal as much damage as possible with our power stacking from a shell totem. Now this Twine badge is going to be speeding up our shell totem. It should potentially have a chance to duplicate the empower it does give us, and we should be able to get a lot of vampirism from our seal the deal, since we do start off with some regen. So our little wooden sword is going to be healing us, going to be dealing some damage, and it shouldn't be too bad, right? With 67% healing amplification, it shouldn't be too close at all. Definitely not. And that's our Twine, which will be taken with a wooden sword, and we could take a second one. Now I only really want one, if I'm being honest. We could try to go for piggy bank of riches. So maybe we'll take a second one. Place that in, let's roll. We can take this trade as well, the Amulet of Fortune, to increase our chance-based effects. I mean, it is kind of nice, right? But it is a regen. I'm not sure if I can really take this, as mad as it would be not to take it. I mean, I'm also just thinking about taking another bag of stones, so we can place that in as well. And just rolling again. And that is our piggy bank of riches, which honestly at this point, I'm probably going to take. But let's move on once again with the situation. We are facing a Toast Goober. I haven't seen this guy in quite a while. We're going to have some extra damage on our hero sword, on our stones. But can we really keep up with our opponents? I mean, they do have a lot of heats. They are going to be going fast. And they are going to be stacking up an insane amount of regen with this Toast Goober. So they are going to get lots of heals. But can we really keep up with him? Because we're going to be stacking up that Empower. And if we're super lucky, we can get a second Empower from this. But with health fatigue, we could be in trouble. Or are we going to actually win out? Hell yeah, we are. Not bad. Especially with our stones and the Empower, it's kind of nice. And we can trade one of these for another box of riches. And it's also crit chance. Now the bad news about Seal the Deal is it will use our luck to give us spikes. So we will lose some crit chance. But I'm taking this trade. I'm also going to take a second one, which as well, and then we need to find ourselves another Twine. And that is an insane trade as well. Now I do want to take another stone, and I do want to place in as well. We might have to forgo maybe our shiny shell. I might sell our garlic here to just continue roll. I would like to grab the custom card since we've sealed the deal, but I also really want to find ourselves another Twine. And you know what, let's just save the rest for gold. That is more regen, which we probably should take as well. But I do want our box of riches in. I do want to craft up piggy bank of riches so we can keep getting some gemstones and increase our max life even further. But can we take on this guard powered pyromancer? I mean, they are going to stack up a lot of regen, lots of empower. It's going to be kind of scary because you're going to have lots of damage. The good news is it's only going to be on a little hero sword, which deals 10 DPS right now. Which honestly is kind of scary. And they're scaling up some max life with magic for dummies, which could be super problematic. With 11 empower, yeah, this tiny little hero sword is going to be smacking for 16 DPS. And we do want to lose now. Now we could grab this trade as well, and maybe we should be taking it. Let's take our 7 blueberries. I do want to take both of these out for now as I roll, because I don't want to see any gemstones. Let's do it. That is Ripsaw Blade on sale for 4, which I'll take with some extra storage. And we're going to sell you to keep rolling. And it is a bit of luck. But I'm going to roll again. Maybe do sell one box of riches here. As much as I want to keep all the box of riches, I kind of would like to grab this armor as well so we can craft up a freaking white Lilius color. So we can stack up luck and regen for a seal the deal. But yeah, I'm going to sell this so we can grab you. Armor Delight. We can get infinite regen from this, which is going to be phenomenal as well. But I'm not going to take this just yet. As mad as it is. I'm going to venture on. I'm also going to use this to try to remove extra buffs. Ripsaw Blade is going to be removing scaling damage. It's going to be a lot more DPS than a little tiny wooden sword, that's for sure. And we should be able to get a regen, so we should be able to get infinite vampirism from our seal the deal. I say infinite vampirism, it's going to be terribly slow. But with a healing application, our vampirism is going to go a long way. And since you remove a lot of scaling damage, hell yeah, you do smash out with no problem at all. Now it is more stones. But let's take the storage. Again, I'm going to take out our piggy bank of riches. I'm going to roll. That is a Hunger Blade, which I will be taking as well. And we're going to sell this. I'm going to sell this to continue to roll. And speaking of awesome, that is starting 4 mana. And every 2 seconds, yeah, this is an insane amulet, right? We can also go for a red collar, which scales up our crits with vampirism. Yeah, we probably do want to go for this. And we probably should have taken it much earlier. Let's take it, let's add it in. But we could also go for fancy rapier. We can also grab some treasure, but I'm going to go for this magic ring and leave it at that. Let's get this red color, so every bit of regen is going to be our vampirism. Luck is going to be our lifesteal, but we just want our crits. With our vampirism, we should be able to get a lot of lifesteal. Now the thing is, we might actually be running through too much regen, because this actually trades 2 regen for 3 vampirism, while you trade 1 for 1. An opponent is stealing our buffs with dagger ranks, and that does beat us out, unfortunately. Which is not ideal. But we do get a red collar. Now the thing is, I actually really want to go for Yggsdrasil because that gives us a ton of start mana, it gives us an absurd amount of regen. Let's go ahead and grab it. And we get our extra Twine, so we don't have to worry about that anymore. Let's grab our magic ring. And we could go for a bunch of healing application. But let's roll. More crits. Yeah, I can't deny that. We're taking it. So I am thinking about moving on with this. So we got our Yggsdrasil leaf in here, which will have basically 6 activations, which is 6 regen, 12 mana. So this is going to have enough to pretty much scale up Iron Power first. But let's reserve this little bit of storage. Double crits is going to be phenomenal as well. We could go for 1 white Lilius color, but I do kind of want to go for double red colors right now. And I really want to go for Bloodthorne, and practically large Bloodthorne would be amazing for us. Genuinely. Our opponent is going to be trying to stack up buffs, but yeah, it's not going to be close, right? 5 in power, 12 vampirism, insane buffs, and smashers. Not bad. The thing is, we could also go for Stone Golem. We could go for that Stone Golem. Stone Golem would literally start stacking up in power for us. But it will take quite a few hits to get that in power stacked up. Versus actually just having this as a hard container and just getting that 2 in power from the get-go. So do we want to keep this? Honestly, I actually really do. Then we sell you and our little Starve Courage and take even more storage for ourselves. And place this in. So I'm not going to go for the Stone Golem. I'm actually going to keep it as a hard container for now as well. Which might seem a bit crazy, but it's going to be worth it, right? Hell yeah, it is. It also increases your healing amplification, which is going to be even better for us. We do actually instantly activate it. It does stack up some regen for ourselves. We probably should have our ammons near it as well. But it's not looking too bad, right? Loads of power, loads of max life, loads of increased healing amplification, and yeah, it's not going to be close once again. Beating out this Berserker, not a problem. What the hell do we want to go for? I mean, we could go Stone Golem. Makes a lot of sense, right? We get a bunch of block based on how much damage this guy's going to be dealing. So maybe do pivot and go for it. We can also go for Time Melting, which doesn't really do anything except increase the stone length on our breaking Stone Golem. Or we take Heavy Drinking. Since we've no pots, I think we're going to take stones and we are going to craft this fellow. Which feels kind of absurd. Boots on sale I will take for now as well. We could take this trade, but I'd actually rather keep our blueberries. And that is a Wisp, which being on sale for 4, I do desperately want to take as well as you. I'm going to sell our boots to keep rolling. And you are going to inflict a 6 cold from the beginning, which kind of interesting. But actually, I'm going to take this back out again. We should be getting rid of our Twine badge as well and then continue to roll. And that is everything I ever dreamed of and more. Literally everything I really just wanted. And it's literally not making me want to go for Stone Golem, even though we did take stones. But we kind of have to right now, don't we? Because with this, we should be able to get a bunch of power. We can get our Practically Large Bloodthorne online with 5 in power. And then we can just go Turbo Infinite on Vampirism, Spikes, everything. So we're going to sell our piggy bank and one of these gemstones. And we are going to take this and we're going to craft this up. We probably should have sold this. We can also take this trade for the flute, but I don't really want to. We definitely need all the regen we can get. I'm going to sell it. Since it is round 10, we can get some extra trades. What I'm going to do is I'm going to roll. And you know what? Not a bad trade. We'll take it. I'm also contemplating selling our Twine badge. It will speed up our Practically Large Bloodthorne as well. Am I going to go for the Stone Golem? Is the next question. Because we are going to craft this up. Stone Golem will actually kind of hinder us a little bit because we do need a regen into our power. But since we took stones, I kind of feel like we almost have to, right? And we could keep these to try and get ourselves a little bit more regen, which honestly I'm probably going to go for. I would like to grab this as well to increase your healing amplification, but I'm just going to let it go for now. Also, why the hell am I not taking this trade? We're taking that. That's going to be a little bit more regen stacked up for ourselves, and all we want to do now is find a bunch of hard containers, and from there we should be able to smash out. Now this is kind of scary, this Angel Crystal, because we're going to get lots of max life per regen, and they're definitely looking for a Forest Dragon, because they're going to be getting this crafted up as well. They're going to get loads and loads of freaking regen. But I mean, we're going to have spikes, we're going to have vampirism, we're going to have crit chance per days as well. 100%, 64% on you. And we also get a lot of max life as well. And this is not looking close whatsoever. 1,000,000%. We're going to take out this other ranger. Although it is taking a lot longer. I thought it was going to end about 2 seconds ago. But we do get there in the end. And we get our Bloodthorne. And we get our Stone Golem. Now, let's take a Practically Large Bloodthorne. We could also grab ourselves an extra stone. And then roll. And that's a lot of heals. Do we want this? I mean, it's a lot of golds. I'm probably not going to take it. I do want to grab this, however. Amino Wells is actually smashing for a Stone Golem. We're just going to have to do for now. We're going to have our Wisp in here, which will give us a bunch of regen. It'll give us just a bunch of luck as well. Seal the Deal has been awesome as well, and we're going to be getting this Impractically Large Bloodthorne online. And once we get this online, we should be in a crazy good spot to potentially win out. But our Stone Golem is going to be dealing quite a bit of damage, 30 to 28 damage, 16 DPS. It's going to give us some block. Our opponent is going to have a Taurus Hammer. They're going to have Moon Shield. They're going to be inflicting blind as well. But again, we just smash over with our setup. And it's going to be even more fantastic with this big old Bloodthorne. Then we take this as well, then we roll, and do we want to take the treasure this time? Hell yeah. It does give us Ram of Fortune as well as you as well. Now we could also go for Forest Dragon, which will scale up our luck and our regen. That's something we really do want. I mean, not exactly. I also still want to take you out though. We'll take the green gemstones. And we could use our mana to give us invincibility, which wouldn't be a bad shout, but again, all I want to do is find heart containers. Those big old heart containers, another dragon egg, which I'm not going to be taking either. Now I'm also going to place this in here to increase your chance to stun, chance to scale up our regen, chance to give us crit chance on our red colors as well. Keep regen as well as you too. And let's just move on with this for now. I mean, we should be in a great spot, right? This is going to have a 18.4% crit chance. It's going to be going super slow because it is the Frozen Flame. Our opponent is going to be inflicting a lot of cooldown to us. It's going to take us a long time to get our Empower. So we could be in trouble. We do actually get it done. Never mind. 6 Empower is kind of insane, and that is a massive crit. And yeah, one more smack from this Bloodthorne, and it should be over. Hell yeah, that's 300 damage. Is insane. However, let's take you. Let's roll. We could take the Prismatic Orb, being on sale and all. I think I might actually grab it. And then continue to roll. That's our heart container. That's a bit of regen. That's also a stamina sack also. So I think I'm actually going to take this as well. And I might use 2 to grab ourselves another set of blueberries. And if we want to, we could start off with a little bit more regen or a little bit more mana. If we place it down below on a Prismatic Orb, it's going to be 2 mana. This is also 2 mana, but also gives that a little bit of regen as well. And I'm kind of happy enough rocking with this. I don't really want to craft these up, but we kind of want to keep them as they are. But let's venture on. We really need this. But it shouldn't be too bad, right? We should have 4.6% crit chance per Vampirism. We do already have 46% crit chance. The problem is it does take us quite some time to get our power. But once we get our next heart container in, it shouldn't be a problem at all. We smash over Excalibur. Not bad. Should we take our points run? Hell no, because we do have 63 DPS. And it's going to be even more awesome because we do have 30 healing per second. Honestly, it's not as good as I thought it was going to be. But once we get this Empower from the get-go, it's going to be even more fantastic. But we also get about 142 max life. In terms of block, we do have about 300 block from a Stone Golem and Stoned also. So we do have the potential to win out for sure. However, let's take you. We can't afford you unless we sell our gemstone, and I'm going to sell this one so we can go ahead and grab this. We do have a bit of an issue on how the hell we're going to place this in. Never mind, we're going to slot it down below, increase our healing efficiency, which is going to be even better for us. I also should move this over a little bit so we can actually trigger a Stone Golem. And we do want the biggest, reddest ruby inside our heart container to try and get a little bit more. And I do want to grab this heart container, and let's move on with this once again. So we should be able to get regen stacked up for 7 million years to trigger Stone Golem along with our heart container. It's actually taking us a little bit longer than I thought it was going to be. But once our green gemstones do trigger, it does give us it. And yes, not looking bad, right? We're going to be getting a turtle. Never mind. We smash him over, no problems at all. We could take a mana orb, but I don't really want that. It's also a strong health bar. Piggy bank? Big blue gemstone? Try and ignore our opponent's armor. Maybe we'll actually grab you, place you in as well, roll again. And I am confident on taking this helmet and selling this helmet up, because this helmet we can place more red rubies into to increase your healing efficiency as much as possible. And then we sell all these gemstones to grab you and still roll. Now it is another bag of stones to increase the damage on your Stone Golem. But I do want to grab this bit of switch. Now I also really want to basically speed up our Practically Large Bloodthorne as much as possible. Add these in, maybe craft up these green gemstones. And I'm not going to take the bag of stones. Maybe we should. But I'm kind of happy in our setup the way it is at the moment. For sure. Now our opponent is going to be rocking a Holy Spear, Lightning Staff. They're going to be shedding their armor. They're going to have lots of block. We do have a small chance to smash through their armor. And not bad. This Bloodthorne is going nuts for us. Now for every 30 damage, we could actually have this in our weapon. 30 damage, gain a spike. Is it worth 8 gold though? First of all, let's grab you. Helmets of Alchemy, maybe not so great. I mean, we did deal 300 damage. So I'm actually going to grab you and then continue to roll. Wisp for a katana. Probably don't want that. Another freaking Prismatic Orb could be kind of nice. Maybe sell these red gemstones. We could craft them up. Sell one at least, 2 keep rolling. And I do kind of want to take this for a little bit of extra max stamina. Do we sell our Helmets of Alchemy? Honestly, I'm going to. And let's venture on once again. I am keeping this Wisp in our backpack so we can guarantee that we get 10 luck and 10 extra regen. And our opponent does have an insane amount of heal reduction onto us. We do still have... Wait, was it? 66%. Holy moly, we have a lot of healing amplification. But you do get invincibility, and that could smash us over. And that does, unfortunately, beat us out. Which is kind of madness. Now, I'm going to take this out as I roll. Wait, we could grab ourselves a big old broccoli tree. Yeah, I don't want that. We could grab a strong heroic pot as well, which I don't exactly want either. We could go for some vampiric gloves. You know, I'm going to take a small bit of luck. Another undead amulet. Amulet of Breaking Darkness, which isn't terribly bad as well. And another fanny pack, which I'll be gladly taking. Speeding us up as much as possible. Now this is going to be nice because it will literally inflict some debuffs with our stone golem. But we really do need one extra hack container. Just one more hack container and we're going to be in a fantastic spot. Because we should be able to get a lot of regen stacked up. We get our empower, we get our freaking Big Old Bloodthorne going super speedy. And with that, yeah, it's not going to be too much of a problem. We smash out incredibly fast or we get smashed over. And we can also grab cards to increase our chances of getting some power. Maybe we will take it. It's going to be a little bit slower. Again, we probably should take this out as we continue to roll. We could grab our customer card for some more trades. We could take the ruby egg for some heats. That's our hack container, which I will be gladly taking. And I'm going to grab the storage also. We probably should have moved this over into this spot as well. So we should be able to get as much value as possible we can get from this. I'm going to sell some blue gemstones. I'm going to place this card in up top. We definitely want to keep using well. Some extra green gemstones I would love to keep also. Can we sell Arm of Darkness? Honestly, it's not that great for us. I'm going to sell it. We can take this, place you back in, and roll once more. And leave it at that. Actually, what's this? Give us a bit more mana, stack up a bit more spikes. And this is going to be our final build, which honestly turned into a super fun build. The Impractically Bloodthorne with the wisps, with the red collars is also crazy good. Stone Golem, possibly not great for us. And what I mean not great for us is we could just get our empower from our hack containers as fast as possible from the beginning, so we could get our Bloodthorne going fast from the beginning instead of taking time to get our Stone Golem to stack up our empower first. Now we're actually one region short of activating the second one, which is not great, but we do have 120% healing application. And we get our empower up the tree, and we do get it online right now. And this is going to be going super speedy. We have crazy amounts of max life. It's going to be doing some big damage. It gets a load of spikes, and it's not going to be close on the next hit. Or is it? They've healed up quite a bit. We did not missing. Come on, we can actually win out, right? If we miss again, we actually missed again. We might still lose this. And they got a huge amount of debuffs onto us. That might be enough to push us over the edge of losing out. There's no way, right? Just barely surviving. That was insane. That was way closer from these Arms of Darkness with the dragons. So our DPS is going to be a bit skewed because, honestly, those misses really brought us down because this is still pretty slow. And they had so much debuff stacked up onto us. But we still managed to get the win. We did have 100 DPS by the end of it, which is kind of madness. In terms of heals, we did have 40 healing per second with 31 max health gain per second. And in terms of block, we did have a 30 block per second as well. But anyways, it's always fun if you're going for Impractically Bloodthorne. And how much rank points did we manage to get? Plus 11 will rank us up to 64. Not bad. But anyways, stick around. We're going to be jumping in some round 80 fights to see if this build can actually win out. So can we actually deal with this kind of crazy lock-in Holy Spirit type situation with double gold armors? I mean, you do get invincibility from the get-go. They pretty much are going to stack up loads of buffs. You're going to have loads of block. And this Holy Spirit is going to be dealing some big damage too. But with every hit, we do heal, and our Stone Golem also gives us block as well. And we do have a chance to ignore. That was a 514 crit. And can we actually deal with a big old Busted Blade? With 24% crit chance, they have enchanted weapons with the daggers. We'll see who's going to be who. I mean, they could explode us with that Busted Blade, but we could also explode them with our Impractically Bloodthorne, and that's exactly what happens. And finally, can we deal with a Poison Snake type situation? They're going to be reducing our healing with the Doom Cap. They're going to have a lot of healing to reduce. They're going to get lots of block as well from all the poison stack, and that is an absurd amount of poison. So we could end up still being in trouble, because eventually, never mind, we just ignored their armor and smacked them in the face.